Well, hey everybody, it's Paul. Welcome again to the old truck out here with the windows up because it is a proper fall day. Let me show you around. Look at those clouds. Doesn't it look fall-like? And it definitely is bringing in the cooler weather. Now it's like 65. And that doesn't sound too cool, but when you're used to like 80, high 70s, yeah, when the wind's whipping like it is today, 65 feels, when you're still in your t-shirt and shorts, it raises the goose pimples up on you. So I got a story today to share with you. It just happened to me. And I guess it's a story of use it or lose it kind of thing. And that seems so true in the world today anymore. And I still can't believe it. It's like I paid for the trailer and the guy said, bring up a personal check. I said, personal check? Really? Usually when you're buying stuff like from a dealer, like I just bought my truck, they typically want like a cashier's check. But this guy was a good hour away, the trailer dealer, and there wasn't a bank branch up there, and it was getting late in the day and they closed at 5, so I thought, I'll just take him up a check. I knew I had a few checks that I got when I opened the account like 15 years ago or something. I never write a check, never ever write check anymore. I got everything where the bank pays it right from the computer. Everything's done online and it's easy in, easy out. And if I ever have to send a check, usually I do one of those, I don't know what you'd even call it. It's like an electronic bank draft kind of a check where it's paperless on my part. I guess the bank sends the people paper check, but anyway, getting ahead of myself. So I thought that was pretty cool, Went up there, gave him a check, and then I didn't hear nothing from the dealer, nothing from the bank. But I was just going through and I see it says the money's been returned to my account. It said irregular signature. My irregular signature? My signature, I don't think's changed that much over the years. But I'm like, well, maybe it's because I haven't written a check in so long. So of course I called the guy up and said, listen, I'm heading down to the bank. I'll sort this out. It's embarrassing, but they didn't even know about it, yet. So I go to my branch. Of course, they do a lot of digging on the computer and such. He said, well, there never was a signature card. Well, not never. They said there was no valid signature card for checks on this account. I said, well, I know I filled one out when that's part of starting an account, right? When they give you checks, obviously, but it's like that's been so long ago. They said, well, for fraud prevention, they want updated signature cards, but they didn't know why, they never asked for one. I certainly would have updated it, They could have sent one in the mail or whatever, but they didn't. So, it just caused a big hassle. So I said, I'm a little disappointed that I didn't get a phone call from you folks, the bank. I didn't get email. I didn't get anything. I mean, it would have really looked bad if I hadn't contacted the dealer and I waited, and I would have heard from the dealer themselves. It would look like, like you're kind of passing a bad check or something. It wasn't for funds or anything like that. It was just they didn't have a signature card. So, which is so funny because I told the guy, listen, I was in the same branch within 30 days, and I took out a whole lot more to buy my truck, and I just signed, a piece of paper for a cashier's check, and of course you have your ID or whatever, come nobody found out about the signature card? I guess the lesson is, you gotta use it or you lose it. You can't count on something being there that should be set up, should be ready to go, and then expecting it to work. Now I've learned this the hard way. You have to do live testing of stuff. I guess it's like why the military does drills, and they try to get things as real as possible. Sometimes they even do live fire drills, right? You have to test and use and make sure. I guess you cannot just rely on things. I know I do that with crypto. And I tell all my friends that I've gotten quite a few people to join up over on Hive, and I still love it there. And just be a little commercial for Hive. If you're not there, check it out. We earn pretty good over there. You earn Hive tokens that you can sell for cash. So it's a pretty cool thing. But it's something that, you have to set this stuff up with a crypto exchange like Bittrex or Coinbase, and they're going to want some information, and then you have to have your what they call keys, which are like your passwords or seed phrases, and have all this set up before you want to withdraw your money. I mean, you have to make sure every I is dotted, all the T's are crossed, because it takes a little bit of time, and you want to make sure that everything is ready to go. So I tell people to test it out, get familiar with it, and every so often go through the process so you know exactly how it's going to work, and so you don't forget all your stuff and how to put it in and how to manipulate it and send the money out or whatever. So that's all. I mean, there's no big point to the video, I guess, outside just sharing my story and hoping that you guys can learn from my mistakes, and you can't just rely on things. But I also hope that you guys will stop by on Hive. It's pretty cool. It doesn't cost you a penny, and you actually earn money. It's like magic, of course. Obviously you have to put in some effort. I like to take pictures and share my photography. I like to tell stories or whatever, write about, just like this. That's basically what we do over there, just in written form. You also can do it in video or whatever, but a lot of people like to share their photography and share what's going on, different things that they like or dislike. And everybody finds their own niche. There's been so many people that I've gotten to try it, and it just took to it like a fish to water, and they are much bigger than I am. There's been quite a few people that I got to try it out that really fell in love with the place and have really worked and became much larger than me. They've become very successful, and to me it's actually thrilling. I call them my Hive kids, but overall my Hive kids have done pretty well, and it's just awesome to see how everybody has found their own little nook and cranny in this world that we call the Hive universe, so to speak. They found their own little part of the Hive. That's what I'm saying. So if you never stop by, feel free to stop by and try it out. So as always, I appreciate you guys stopping by and tuning in to see what's new with the old guy, even when he feels like he's out of sorts with the world. I mean, I guess I'm turning into a dinosaur, but everything's so crazy sometimes. Anyways, I appreciate you guys spending time with me and checking out what's going on. Until next time, we'll see yous.